To the short field, results in a nice touchdown.
14, Eagles 7. Pinheiro set to kick off.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Hurts looking to throw on first down. Open man downfield is Smith. And he will go all the way.
That's all and it's I thought I could random, but I'm not really.
Oh, you had a crazy dumb mismatch in that defense, boy.
Second, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On is Elliott to add the extra point. And that is no good again. It'll be his second missed extra point of this afternoon.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Oh, this ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling right. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds. That's a couple of yards short of the marker, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
They'll try to run here with Barkley.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll throw on fourth down with Hurts. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A first down throw for Hurts.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Got a man. It's A.J. Brown brings it in. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's good.
It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
No touch it. 180, 180. No touch it.
Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
To second and goal.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive. Get some points.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and goal.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. He'll run with Barkley. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
And goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes. And now this offense has a decision to make here on fourth down.
Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
they're going to work this down inside the 45. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward. He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. To throw, Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well, down inside the 20.
That's another 49er first down.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's to the right side, and incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On third down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He's out of bounds, but problem there, he doesn't even get back to the 15-yard line.
Their own 14-yard line.
No touchdown. 180, 180. No touchdown.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
No touchdown.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing.
Herb, you got lucky, nigga.
This first half has come to an end.
Now I'm talking to my partner. I'm playing him online. Playing Madden.
With Scott Hansen for our halftime report. Scott.
Yeah. That nigga A.J. Brown don't be on shit no more, man.
Truly a tightly contested first half, and we expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins.
Man, my goddamn connection bad. You know, I be playing this shit through my phone. I gotta time that shit right. Sometimes it still don't come out right. How is it playing on your end? Other than the kicking.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that
Yeah.
gets him a first down. Running left.
Come on, Campbell, track that nigga down.
Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
It's on live, cuz I'm streaming this bitch. Ah, you niggas should have picked that up. What's the flag? Oh, okay. Big Trent. Ah, damn, I should have been third down. Fuck.
Only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag.
Oh, my nigga, you got an interception to the house right there. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga?
So the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Niners first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
Purdy now on second down. Over the middle to Kittle. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another 49er first down. First and goal, San
Throwing
Francisco.
is Purdy. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The 49ers will line
Purdy.
up for the two-point conversion.
This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Eagles, 16.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
There go 3 tight ends here.
Your motherfucking fault. Niggas ain't got no run mistake. Niggas.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Great, set. And anyone hit? Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch.
Here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They've got him. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Hurts. That's taken in. Calcaterra's got it. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Once again, it's Buster.
Ah, man, that was a big-ass hole right there. I went to the wrong fucking...
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
No touch, set. No touch.
Now it's Hurts. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a score. They trail now by 6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First and 10. Purdy. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. Makes it
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming up.
That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
To the outside, catch made by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. There he goes, inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Ready, set. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Saquon. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Moving to his right. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here
wanted to
tight,
ask
they
if I can
close
make
so much
some art for your
faster in
channel.
this part of the field.
If
By the
it
time he let it go, the defender
Other
was already in
logos,
position and
banners,
was able to make a play on the ball.
sub-badges, overlays, VTuber model, intro, or animated stuff. Can you drop your Discord and chat?
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Good. 73. 70. And anyone here? Yanni. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And the Niners will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
It's a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That is where you don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. Purdy to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners. First down.
At the 48-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball.
Herb, you motherfucker.
And extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it.
You got you a dub today, my nigga.
In the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back
in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line.
Nigga, I'm finna get on Battlefield 6 Grand Theft Auto, go shoot some niggas. I'm mad now.
I think my guy's better than your guy.
I'm mad in the bitch. Gonna get a kick my ass.
So now after the touchdown,
Real.
Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Tank Big.
Hey, what's up, man?
He'll get across to 20, mark him down to 23-yard line.
Yeah, but I'm sitting still right now. I'm about to come down to Beaumont by Friday or Saturday, something like that. I've been out here for goddamn 2 months, huh?
Run with Room to run. 35. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Great. No touch.
Here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Oh, he's got a man, his tight end, Goddard. And he will score. Game on. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
big play for the Eagles as they will try for two.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete, and the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Eagles 25. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
16 yards. And a 49er.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, that is taken in downfield by Tongents. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 32 yards. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll come up here 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open.
And that big offensive line, clearing space, he's in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Makes the score Niners 40, Eagles 25.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Bigsby to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. This is 1st and 10.
73. Great. Set. No turn.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Nick Bosa. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
Great. Set. On anyone in. No turn.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Hit as he throws and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Go Silver, right? No turn, set. No turn.
To throw is Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. That was something else. Big pickup on 4th and long. And they get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the
And these are the moments in the game,
49-yard
Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
No turn.
Now Barkley. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. And it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Hurts. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Let's go. Trimmer. No turn.
They'll try it now with Barkley. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
Yellow.
On 1st and 10, Purdy going for it all. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now. Forced out wide. Off he goes. Jalen Hurts. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They have fought till the end. but still will come up short.
That was a cool little run to the box.
Talk about a quarterback getting things done with his legs. Everything covered downfield, but they couldn't cover him as he went down the field for a touchdown.
Good game, cuz.
You just can't prepare for everything. In this case, you have the play defended perfectly. Passing lanes are all taken away. Everyone in coverage is where they're supposed to be. So what does the quarterback do? He tucks the ball away, and he takes it the distance for 6.
They were forced to travel cross country to get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clock. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.
Set up shop there, spin you right. Set up shop here, bring you down. Any money counters for the money now. I just took the bag for the right one. Set up shop there, spin you right. Set up shop here, bring you down. Any money counters for the money now. Oh, they know that shit already. Don't sell dreams cause I'm too busy living them. And I don't flash text cause I'm too busy giving them. Watch 40 G's at the